Lucia Carter moved silently through the glass-walled boardroom, polishing the long mahogany table, while executives laughed at their billionaire CEO's joke. Maxwell Grant held up a thick document written entirely in Mandarin and declared, "Translate this, and you earn my daily salary, $27,400. The room roared with laughter. None of them knew a single character. Lucia kept her head down, cloth gliding in circles, but her heart pounded. Her phone buzzed in her pocket with another reminder, 72 hours until eviction. The exact sum owed was the same number Grant had just spoken. Inside her pocket, her fingers brushed the cool jade pen her father had given her years ago. A translator's tool, a symbol of everything she had buried. For a moment the thought flashed. This could be salvation, or disaster. Lucia hadn't always been invisible. As a child, she moved effortlessly between Spanish, English, and Mandarin. Her Dominican father and Chinese mother raised her on stories about words building bridges. When she turned 13, her father placed that jade pen in her palm and told her it carried the power of understanding. But soon after, Grant's company laid him off. Illness followed, the insurance disappeared, and within months, her father was gone. The pen became her only inheritance. By her late teens, she abandoned her own dreams to care for her paralyzed mother. Days blurred into nights, cleaning offices, translating anonymous documents online, surviving rent notice after rent notice. In Grant's towers, she walked like a ghost, seen yet unseen. That Friday, chaos erupted. The company's lead translator was abroad. Huang Innovations, a massive Chinese tech giant, had delivered a 30-page proposal. It had to be translated in 48 hours. The deal could be worth billions. If mishandled, it could collapse entirely. Grant repeated his challenge. 48 hours. Do it correctly, and you earn my salary. The executives laughed again, joking about Google Translate. None dared touch it, but Lucia recognized phrases on the cover page, terms her father had once explained, and the deadline, the same 3 days until her eviction. Late that night, she slipped into the conference room after hours. On the whiteboard, she found a mess of mistranslations left behind. With her jade pen, she corrected 3 critical lines. At the bottom, she signed one word, night owl. By morning, the mysterious notes were the talk of the floor. Some believed a hidden genius was helping them. But when Daniel Hayes, an ambitious executive, discovered the notes, he erased her signature and claimed the work as his own. He was praised, promoted, applauded, while Lucia kept scrubbing floors. Still, she continued in secret. From bathroom stalls, from storage closets, she pieced together translation after translation. And in those pages she discovered something chilling. A hidden clause. If signed as written, it would allow Grant to cut hundreds of jobs across the company. Workers' families, her own relatives among them, would be destroyed. What was she saving? Her own home, or sacrificing everyone else's? Then came betrayal. Security noticed someone sneaking into restricted areas. Cleaning staff were questioned. Hayes confronted her privately. He had stolen her jade pen. He threatened her mother's visa status, and when she nearly completed the document, he sabotaged her laptop, spilling coffee over the keyboard and erasing hours of work. The countdown tightened. 30 hours until eviction. 24 until the deal's deadline. At the final board review, Hayes presented his translation, full of errors, empty of truth. As Lucia served coffee, she couldn't stop herself from correcting a technical term he butchered. Silence fell. All eyes turned to her. In that moment, she spoke clearly. No broken English, no lowered gaze. She exposed Hayes's lies. She recited exact paragraphs from memory, explaining their real meaning, and she revealed the hidden clause that endangered the workforce. Executives exchanged uneasy glances. Hayes stammered excuses. Grant's expression hardened. "Translate it," he demanded. "Deliver by tomorrow." "My salary is yours." Lucia stood straighter. "In writing," she said, and my job security, and my pen. The room froze. Grant signed. For the first time, she was no longer invisible. Through the night she worked, eyes burning, hands shaking, guided by her father's old notes. At dawn she handed in the complete translation. Executives doubted again, until Huang Innovations appeared on video call. Their CEO greeted her by name. "We designed this proposal as a test," he explained. "Few could navigate it. But Raphael Carter's daughter? We are honored." The truth struck like lightning. Huang would only sign the deal if Lucia herself led cultural and linguistic relations. Hayes's sabotage was exposed. He was escorted out in disgrace, and Grant, cornered by billions on the line, had no choice but to honor every word he promised her. That day, Lucia walked away with $77,000, enough to save her home, pay her mother's care, and breathe for the first time in years. Months later, she sat not in a janitor's uniform, but in her own office, Director of International Relations. The jade pen stood on her desk in a crystal holder, no longer hidden, but proudly displayed. And with every contract she translated, every policy she reformed, she built the bridge her father once dreamed of. The world had tried to make her invisible. She had proven impossible to ignore. So ask yourself, have you ever been underestimated? Have you ever carried a talent no one saw until the moment you revealed it? Lucia Carter's story reminds us, sometimes one brave decision can turn invisibility into power.
Hey friends, this is Shadow Voice. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Your time truly means a lot. This channel is new and every view, like, and comment makes a huge difference. Shadow Voice is more than just videos. It's a space to relax, reflect, and connect. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment.